Hey, what is going on, everybody? This is Beanie and welcome back to another video. Guys, today we have some huge news involving Red Dead Redemption, specifically Red Dead Online. We also have some stuff that I haven't really covered the past couple of weeks that I want to talk about, but I'm not going to talk about it in this video. I'm going to release that video either later on tonight or tomorrow morning. It's just some stuff that I kind of missed and I didn't make a video on, and I kind of want to go back and make a video on that. Anyway, as far as this video is concerned, today Rockstar Games just came out and announced a public online beta for Red Dead Online that will be starting in November of 2018. They made a post on their website saying, today we're excited to announce Red Dead Online, a new online connected experience set against the backdrop of Red Dead Redemption 2's enormous open world. Red Dead Online is an evolution of the classic multiplayer experience in the original Red Dead Redemption, blending narrative with competitive and cooperative gameplay in fun new ways. Using the gameplay of upcoming Red Dead Redemption 2 as a foundation, Red Dead Online will be ready to be explored alone or with friends, and will also feature constant updates and adjustments to grow and evolve this experience for all players. Red Dead Online is planned for launch in November of 2018, initially as a public beta, with more news to come soon. As with most online experiences of this size and scale, there will definitely or inevitably be some turbulence at launch. We look forward to working with our amazing and dedicated community to share ideas, help us fix teething problems, and work with us to develop Red Dead Online into something really fun and innovative. And everybody kind of knows this. Everybody kind of knows that with public beta or with an online game of this scale that's going to be releasing, there are going to be some early hiccups early on. If you remember starting playing GTA Online, it was a nightmare. I mean, it was one of the most frustrating things ever to hop into GTA Online for the first time. It was not a very good experience, but after a little bit of time, Rockstar really got on top of things, and it was an insanely fun game to play, even though I do have my criticisms of some of the things that GTA Online did, like the monetization of it and you know, stuff like that, but we're not going to get into that right now. Well, we will a little bit later, but not right now. The Rockstar did also point us to a interview that they did with IGN earlier today, and it's a Q&A. They don't really get too in depth with anything, but it is a really interesting interview that kind of sheds just a little bit more light on Red Dead Online and what we can expect in November and things like that. So in the first question they ask, what can players expect from Red Dead Online? Well, we have as much open world freedom as we do in the single player component. Of course, Red Dead Online will use the world and gameplay mechanics of Red Dead Redemption 2 as a jumping off point for a new world of cowboys and cowgirls and outlaws that combines multiplayer and cooperative gameplay and narrative components in a huge open world. Players will be able to explore alone or easily join with friends and other players to compete or work together. We'll take full advantage of the entire world as well as all the aspects of a 19th century setting that make Red Dead Redemption 2 unique and fun. So this is kind of a really interesting answer to me. Not really the multiplayer and cooperative gameplay, but the narrative components in a huge open world. It would be really interesting if they could figure out a way to actually give the online some sort of story feel. I don't really know how they would do that, but it would be kind of nice to feel like that you're in a world with NPCs and other players that, you know, that all can interact in that world and change things, and there's like some sort of narrative that's happening. I don't know how much I can really read into that, because GTA Online, I never really felt like I was a part of a story in GTA Online. It just kind of felt more like a sandbox to do whatever the fuck I wanted with, you know. It was never anything that really triggered the narrative part of my brain, the part that really enjoyed Red Dead Redemption or The Witcher 3 or anything like that. That part of my brain never got triggered. So if they are able to get story components into this, that would be really awesome. It'd be something that would definitely draw me a lot more to the online component. What do you want players to get out of Red Dead Online? What ambitions does Rockstar have in terms of evolving their idea of online open worlds? RDR's multiplayer was a real leap forward for us at the time. It was the first game that hinted at the real opportunities for open world multiplayer beyond cities, where the world was open as a place to create your own freeform gameplay, while at the same time was a sort of living lobby for other more structured kinds of game modes. I'm assuming right here they're talking about, you know, things like Battle Royale in the future and stuff like that. They're talking about things like Battle Royale or whatever. Red Dead Redemption 2 will take those ideas much further and combine that with everything we've learned in the years since then, with our favorite elements of Grand Theft Auto Online and how to make a really fun and complex competitive and cooperative experiences in open worlds, and how to introduce narrative elements into multiplayer. This is the thing that I'm just like super excited. I know I just talked about it, but man, if they could figure out a way to make a narrative, it would just be incredible. But one thing about this quote does kind of scare me, because whenever they talk about their favorite elements from Grand Theft Auto Online, I have a feeling that their favorite elements of that were probably my least favorite elements from Grand Theft Auto Online, particularly the ridiculous monetization options. And I mean, it wasn't like 100% necessary to spend a lot of money on GTA Online, but it was obviously, a lot of times it obviously felt like a bit of a cash grab, and they have to make money. I have no problem with that. They have to make money. I just hope that they have figured out a way to do it in the right way with Red Dead Redemption, and I hope that it doesn't come, I hope that they don't start making so much money with bullshit online that you know, the hardcore fans of the series don't really care about, you know, to get the normies in there, to get the normies playing the game or whatever. I hope that they don't run amok with that and then leave things like single player DLC or things that the hardcore fans of the series really want. I hope that they don't leave that out to the wolves. You know, I really hope that they have the time and can put in the effort to focus on both things, so everybody's happy. They get rich and we get a fun experience. That would be the best thing for everybody. But you know, Rockstar is pretty good about it. I really hope that it doesn't turn into, you know, some sort of EA nightmare or anything. You know, I mean, I know that this isn't made by EA, but it just kind of, you know, the parallels of monetization and all that, you can kind of see it. But anyways, I mean, maybe I'm reading a little bit too much into this quote right here, but I don't know. It's just something that hopefully that they had good intentions whenever they said that. Let's just leave it at that. Why aren't you releasing Red Dead Online alongside Red Dead Redemption 2's single-player experience? Imran said, there are a few reasons for this. The first is that even though Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online share the same gameplay mechanics and geography, we see them as essentially separate products that will grow and evolve independently of each other. So kind of like GTA and GTA Online. We love story-based single-player games, and they are the foundation of everything that we do. This is an encouraging quote from what I was talking about just a second ago. That gives me a little bit of hope. Hopefully it's not just lip service. Red Dead Redemption 2 is an absolutely massive story-based game that we hope people will be lost in for a long time, and we want people to experience everything that the world has to offer before we build on that with the online experience. Not to mention, playing through the story and getting to know the controls and mechanics of the game is the best way to get ready for playing inside the world of Red Dead Online. So nothing really there. Nothing that we didn't already know. Also, we have learned from experience when launching online games at this scale that there are bound to be a few issues, and we want to ensure that we have time to gradually roll out the game and make the experience as smooth as we possibly can for everyone. We believe this way of rolling out will give people the best overall experiences with both single player and multiplayer. Well, that's good. I mean, you know, they've definitely taken their time getting the game out. I don't really have a problem with them, you know, kind of taking their time with the online experience. I'm probably not going to be diving deep into online anyway until I finish the single player mode, which will probably, as deep as I'm going to get into it, it's probably going to take me about a month or whatever. So I have no problem with that. Good on them, and hopefully everything will go smoothly. aside from the obvious, the 21st century setting, vehicles, tech, etc., how would this experience be different from Grand Theft Auto Online? This is a really good question. This is something that I've kind of been wondering if they plan on going over the top with Red Dead Redemption Online, because, you know, it would be silly to have like a fucking aircraft carrier or something floating down the Lanahichi and all that. I really kind of hope that they stick to traditional things, you know, that would be seen in the 19th century. But I don't think that Rockstar, I don't think they're fucking retarded or anything. I mean, sorry, I know a lot of people don't like that word or whatever, but I don't think they're idiots. They're obviously gonna you know, kind of stay true to the early 20th, or no, 19th century, sorry, the late 19th century. So yeah, one of the biggest differences between GTA and Red Dead universe is that you're often speeding through or flying over a GTA world, whereas in Red Dead Redemption, the change of pace elevates the intimacy of the overall experience. I'm really glad they understand that. Like the single-player game story of Arthur Morgan, we want people to settle into their online characters and feel like every activity makes sense for the character, the setting, and the time. That is something that is huge as well for a game like Red Dead Redemption, is that in GTA, you often did things that didn't really feel in line with your character. You know, like you would be Trevor and you would, you know, go fucking play tennis or golf or something like that. Just because that's kind of the nature of a GTA game, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But for a game like Red Dead, for it to really feel, for it to have that immersion, you kind of have to have that sense of what you're doing makes sense. Arthur Morgan is not going to go and, you know, like, beat up a woman if he is like a big guy that like defends women, or I don't really know what his character is going to be like, but he shouldn't do things, or you shouldn't always have the option of doing things that just seem way out of character with him. And sometimes in Red Dead Redemption, that's honestly one of my criticisms of that game, is that sometimes as John, you would be like this noble guy, but then you would go to like a church in Mexico and kill a nun or something like that, or you could do that. And if you did, it just didn't feel right, you know? So I hope that they kind of pay attention to that and that it doesn't feel out of place. You know what I mean? We've tried to take the best elements and best content packs from Grand Theft Auto Online and use them for templates for which we are making here. We feel Grand Theft Auto Online really only found its feet creatively with heists. That pack, along with After Hours, the Doomsday Heist, Gun Running, and a few others, represent the best of Grand Theft Auto Online and provided the template for what we wanted to use here. Not in terms of content, obviously, but how they combine narrative, gameplay, modes, and other content into a cohesive thematic whole, alongside all of the elements we liked from the old Red Dead Redemption multiplayer. What happens to Grand Theft Auto Online after Red Dead Online launches? This might be interesting for those of you who are still playing GTAO. We still have big plans for Grand Theft Auto Online, and we will continue to roll out updates for the foreseeable future. We vaguely plan to stagger the updates of both games so that the players can switch between the two. Okay, that's a pretty good idea. But our development plans may not always allow this. We think there will be a lot to love about Red Dead Online for fans of GTA Online, but we think that Red Dead Online will generate its own audience ready for something entirely new. However, exactly what form Red Dead Online will take as it finds its feet, we are not sure ourselves, but we think really want a focus, that was fucking weird, on role-playing and morality. That may all change as the game comes out, but that's the direction we are heading in now, and we are going to be working together on that with our incredible community to make this online experience into something amazing. So there you go, Red Dead Online public beta coming November. I'm really excited about it. Like I said, I'm probably not going to get that into online until I've done everything that I possibly can in the multiplayer. But you know, it's awesome that, you know, we're not going to have to wait too long before we can start playing with our friends online and doing crazy cowboy shit instead of, you know, crazy ass GTA shit, which at this point, I'm kind of over it right now. I'm kind of over the whole GTA Online thing. I kind of want something a little bit more simple. So Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, they are coming at the perfect time for me. So yeah, what do you guys think? Are you guys excited about the public beta? Leave a comment, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate that. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Peace.